Welcome to my channel. My name is Silynthia, and I'm a mom who's trying to get her family to financial freedom. I have a part-time job. I also have an Etsy shop with I'm Cassie J Budgets and Vlogs. I'll link her shop as well as our freebies down below so you can grab them if you'd like. Also, we have Ko-Fi shops, which I will link as well. Alright, today we need to stuff our high priority envelopes, which are my weekly expenses. And I'm not certain how well this is actually going to turn out. This is just the money that I had access to after I took care of what I needed to take care of. I do need to figure out how I'm going to implement groceries going forward, just because of the situation with the government shutdown and things like that. I'm being affected by the SNAP benefits being canceled, and so there are a couple things I'm trying to do just to maintain, just to pay bills, just to keep a roof over our head, which is pick up extra shifts and things like that. And going forward, I'm going to have to be very cautious of how I'm spending my money, based on the fact that like my kiddos are in sports and they're participating in events and things like that that I'm not quite prepared for. And so I may have to do some finagling of the funds to get us through. But we are going to first count up what we're working with. 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 56, 57, $58, which sounds amazing to me. Let's shuffle this stuff around again. And I hope I'm in frame. Maybe I need to take a second to make sure, because I will be devastated if I have to try to record this video again. So let me just get myself together. Alright, yes, I'm recording this right before I'm going to lay it down for the night, and my kiddo is right next door to me in the next room playing the VR, so if you hear loud noises, that's what's happening. And I'm so tired, but I need to get this done now. We actually have so much going on, so much, and once again, just really not prepared for it. First up, mommy, I think we'll leave for now, and we'll have to figure out what we're going to do with that. Gas is getting $20. All right, and then I was thinking with household, I did get some items, extra items along the way. I was thinking of actually putting $5 here, because I really need to focus on my savings, which I don't know if I should continue bulking up household, or you know what, for now let's just leave well enough alone. We'll put the $10 that we normally do, and I'll see if I don't need it. Well, it'll probably end up going to something else. That's typically what happens. I stuff my envelopes for what I need them for, and after I go to the store and spend the funds, if I spend it all, great, and if I don't, so be it. We're going to put $10 into pets, and my kitty, you know what, I can't even remember off the top of my head exactly what he needs. I do have a running list hanging on my fridge right now, so that should help me get it together. And then we have laundry, which we're going to go ahead and put $5 into laundry. I do have a load I need to do, and I've got to make it to the laundromat for $1 days. Otherwise, we're going to be in trouble. All right, so we've got some cash left. We have $13 remaining, and I'm trying to see here. What do we need to do? Should we focus on our month ahead or our Christmas? Month ahead, I know I need to do a count to see where I'm at and see how much I actually need to make my goal. I am completely thrown off by everything taking place, and I don't have an emergency fund or anything like that. So basically, any money I have to make it work for what I need it to work for. That's where I'm at with it. And I do have some money in my bank account for my Christmas fund. But I'm also having car trouble, so I'm afraid to touch that. Right now, I'm oh, yikes. All right, I did grab I grabbed my little budget sheet because I want to see where we're at. How about Let's put $3 here and mark off $3. 1, 2, 3. We'll just take a 5 just in case. That way we can make it happen. And bear with me. I told you I am very tired, but I need to get this done now. As soon as I get up in the morning, we got to get some moves. We've got to make some moves, so I want to make sure I'm done with this part. And let's see here. We're going to mark off $3. So this one just needs 3 more to reach my $90 goal. Alright, so in total I have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 86, 87. And I believe this one's for utilities. Yes. So I'm just going to write utilities. And what did I say? 80, did I say 87? Yes. And I just want to get a running tally of what I have and how much I actually need. Because ideally I'd like to continue on with this month ahead, but some of my bills, because of the increase in how much they've gone up, the money I have already put it towards those from tax return is not going to cover until the end of December like I anticipated, and so I need to look into that as well. And wherever I need this money to go is where I'm going to put it, but I'd like to see how much I actually already have. For instance, like my phone bill, when that increased, I wasn't prepared for it, so that my phone bill is not ahead, so I need to work on that as well. Internet, I'm not certain how much. I'm going to have to look into that and see how much I actually have. We may have to just clear this out, pay our bills, and let it be, because in that way I can just focus on groceries, but we'll see how this all plays out. I'm so anxious about all of this, and I'm trying not to be, but it's so hard for me. All right, we're gonna put $5 here. It's the internet. Running out of cash. I didn't have very much to work with because I've had some other things I had to take care of, and yeah, I mean, I'm giving myself plenty of grace, but I am very frustrated, and I understand. I always, when people say, "Oh, I can't believe I had to spend the money on this or I had to take it for this," it's your money. Yes, you're delegating the funds, and you want them to do what you want them to do, but the reality is, in our situations and when it comes to budgeting, you got to make the best decision for you and your family. And I always think that, and then when it's my turn to make that decision, I feel the exact same way, where I'm just like the struggle of saying, oh, that's not what I wanted. That's not how things were supposed to go. I'm going to have to figure out what I'm doing here. All right, so internet, 20, 40, 60, 65. Okay. I mean, this one only needs $10 more, so that's great. But once again, I'm going to have to figure out what I'm doing here. Especially, the other thing. The other whammy I am facing right now is that just a couple weeks ago, my job was offering up so much extra time where you could work extra hours, so much of it. And then they announced this government shutdown, then they went down to 1 day per week. And sometimes it's overnight shifts, which I'm not able to do, or sometimes it's shifts where it doesn't work with my, excuse me, with my drop off and pick up for my kids. So that's another thing that's frustrated me quite a bit. All right, so this one needs $9. Should I put something towards it? Let's see. 20, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. How about we put 45, 46, 47. Okay, we're going to put $3 here. 20, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. So my original goal was $260 for my excuse me, $260 for my bills. And so that's what I was trying to do, was get a month ahead on my bills. I don't know if we're going to continue on with this, you guys. I'm so frustrated right now. Let's add $1. And this one here is for my renter's insurance, which I haven't even started my renter's insurance. So that was the other thing I was thinking of, moving my renter's insurance cash to another envelope to try to complete it. So then that way I can go ahead and make the payment of my bills that I actually need to. So something else to consider. Not very much cash, but we have 5, 6, 7. By the way, this month ahead binder you can actually find in our shop, linked down below. And all of the savings challenges you see me using to actually track my savings goals are linked in the shop as well. All right, so this one, we're going to add $1, giving us 10, 15, 16, 17 for subscriptions. And each symbol was $2, so we're just going to make half a heart. So then that way I know that it's not completely funded. Okay, so with our weekly expenses being completed, that makes me feel great. Now I can get the things that I need to make it through this week. And that's where I'm at right now. It's like really important for me to try to make it through the week. We're now stuffing our Baddie Bankroll savings challenge, which I did get as a freebie from her, a gift. And it is linked in her Ko-Fi shop. But I will link her YouTube channel so that way you can look into her channel and see if there's anything you're interested in getting from her Ko-Fi shop. She has a ton of freebies. So that's why I like to make sure I link it. Right now, everybody's going through something. I'm not the only one, and I know that. And some people are being affected by this more than others. But it seems like everything's happening all at once between my car trouble, the shutdown and the snap, and then the baby daddy having his very, very bad accident that has... yeah, that is just everything where that could, I'm not going to say everything that could go wrong did go wrong, but I think that a lot is going haywire, and I just got to stay prayed up. And then also I need to be realistic. I have to stop thinking that things are going to be the way that I planned for them to be. If I have to pull money from my bank account to make sure things are taken care of, I will. If I have to pull things from my money from my envelopes, I will. I just know that at this point it's just, you know, a little bit frustrating. I'm trying not to jump the gun because I have a tendency to press the panic button right away, because I need things to be simple, and I need them to be mild and not overwhelming, and I feel like everything's overwhelming me at once. But let me go ahead and see. I don't have my calculator nearby. Where is it? All right, so I went ahead and did the math. So the total that I have here right now is $223. I originally wanted $260 to get my month ahead funded. I think what I'm going to do is check my all of my accounts. I believe we're going to go ahead and pull our phone and renter's insurance, so then that way I can pay the phone bill because that will be due. That will be November's bill, and then I think subscriptions, we're going to go ahead and pull that just to pay Netflix, and then we'll work on Amazon. And I thought about canceling Netflix, but I can't take all of my children's entertainment until I mean, unless I absolutely have to. I still have a job, we still have a roof over our head, we still have a life to maintain, and so I'm just going to do my best to work on that. And then for internet, that's pretty close, but I'm going to check and see how much I actually have in there. And then utilities, check and see how much I have remaining. But I know that phone bill and subscriptions definitely need to be paid in November. And this is a mess because I'm just I'm all over the place. And I'm trying not to scream about it, even though that's, part of what I want to do at this point. And then, like I said, with car trouble, unpredictable car trouble, um, I'm taking my vehicle after the game to actually be put on a machine at um, AutoZone, where they just check and see because my check engine light is on. And I don't know if it's serious or not. Hopefully it's not too crazy. And then, I have some funds to work with. But I think we're going to pause the month ahead and work on groceries. And then after that, we'll come back to our month ahead because at some point, all of my bills are going to need some love, and I need to make sure that I'm taking care of that. So for now, we said hello, and we're going to say goodbye or see you later, actually, to our month ahead binder. And I do have another setup. That's why I was so excited for the month ahead. We have another setup, another option of imaging and the vellum envelopes, which I'll try to put it together and show it to you by maybe this week or next week or something like that. We'll come together so that way you can see that month ahead setup. It's so pretty. But you guys, I'm so sorry that you're going through this with me, and some of you can relate. I know some of you can, and some of you are just are really unfazed by everything going on because it's just not, you're not directly being affected by it, and this is not, probably very much fun or entertainment to enjoy. But I figured as soon as I stop recording, that's when I'll see myself go into that slump again, and I'm back in survival mode, and I think that's where I need to be right now, and a part of that is holding myself accountable, and then also by speaking it aloud. What are my thoughts? It helps me process all of it. All of it needs to be processed, and having a plan of action, saying, okay, well, maybe we can get a jump start on this or that and figure out where we can move these funds. Like I said, a lot going on. So if you are a believer in Jesus Christ, go ahead and say a little prayer for me. Send up a small little prayer from myself and my family, and I'll do the same for you. I think we definitely are in a space where we need it. Even if you're fine right now, even if everything's going well for you and things are great for you, you still need a little prayer to maintain that, Anyway, I'm so grateful for all of you guys coming back. I appreciate you so much. I don't think you guys understand how much it means to me to read those comments and people just saying, good job. I'm proud of you. Glad to see you still going. Hang in there. Don't give up, or I'm going through the same thing you are. I appreciate it so much because it can feel so lonely. At least, for me, it can feel so lonely. So anyway, that's it for now, guys. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. All of the things that can keep us connected. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.